Hey guys, I just wanted to add a warning here on the beginning that I was going to try to do live with lip swatches, but the video was much too long, so there are some weird edits, just so you know.
Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it so very much. Today is another 30 and 30 video. I haven't done one of these that wasn't on perfume for a while, and even the perfumes I've been a little behind on. I am working on a perfume one, so don't worry, that will be coming at some point, hopefully soonish. But this one is liquid lipsticks. I have tried out 30 different formulas of lipstick, liquid lipstick. There are a huge variety of brands, drugstore, indie, high-end. So just a wide range. I'm going to kind of talk through all of them. There are some that will be decluttered by the end of this video, and I do think I'm going to do with lip swatches. So probably I'm not going to film all of them today. I'm going to film probably half today and half tomorrow because I know my lips are going to be dying after this. So do bear with me on that because 30 lipsticks is quite a bit. We're going to start with the one I am wearing. This is Miel Shimmer by Stila. I'm going to go backwards too, by the way. So we'll start with the most recent. And I've taken notes on all of them too. This is what it looks like. It is a metallic liquid lipstick. It's kind of an interesting shade. I don't know how to really describe it, but I do really like this formula. I did get a full size of this because I have the minis in Patina and Bezo, I think, the shimmers, and I love them. They're two of my favorite liquid lipsticks. So that is this one, and I really do like it. All right, so this is Bleached by Lime Crime. And I will do a swatch. I'm going to do larger swatches so you can get a better sense of them. I love this formula. Lime Crime has one of my favorite liquid lipsticks formulas, and this is a great shade because it isn't concealer lips, so it doesn't completely wash you out, but it is a great everyday shade. We'll let it dry and I'll be back in just a second. All right, so this is what Bleached looks like when it dries down. This is one that I'm definitely keeping because I love it so much. All right, so this next one is from Bella Pierre. This is the Kiss Proof Lip Cream, and this is in the shade Nude. This one, I don't like. It's really sticky. Like even now as it's trying to dry down, my lips keep sticking to each other as I'm trying to talk. It gets worse, so I'll let it dry down and then I'll show you what I mean. Okay, it's kind of dried down, but when I do that, which just makes my lips stick together, it did take off in big hunks. You can probably see my lip showing through. It's super sticky. It comes off super easily. I had soup. I had not even like soup with lots of oil in it or anything. I ate soup and this came off, and that's not cool. I forgot to swatch it on the back of my hand. So this is the Bella Pierre. This did come in my Tribe beauty box. That's how I got this one. But man, this is one of the ones that is going away. All right, so this one is Anastasia Beverly Hills ABH, and in the shade Dusty Rose, not Desert Rose, Dusty Rose. It is a pretty nice color, and that's what it looks like. It's okay. I felt like this came off really easily and was a little bit sticky, not nearly as bad as that Bella Pierre one, but it's just not one that I enjoy enough that I want to keep it in my collection. I'm not sure about the other ones. I have a few other ABH that I want to try as well. So I'll show you what it looks like when it's dried down here in a bit. All right, and this is the ABH Dusty Rose dried down. It's pretty nice. Kind of looking at the swatches, you can kind of see how some of them fall into your fine lines a little bit more easily than others. So next is NYX. This is a soft matte lip cream in the shade Dublin. So that is what it looks like on. This was part of a like palette set last year for the holiday. It was part of a Dublin palette. I think you can buy it separately though. This is just the most wearable color. I was trying to go for a lot of colors I could wear while I'm teaching. So that is what it looks like, and we'll let it dry down. All right, and that's what it looks like dried down. This next one I am most nervous about trying because it is the worst lipstick I have ever tried in my life, and I had so many problems with it. So we're gonna hope that it performed better, and I will warn you, I'm not gonna let it dry down because I think that will help make it easier. So this is the Beauty Bakery Lip Whip Metallic Lip Whip in the shade Royalty. That's what it looks like. It is patchy. It goes on patchy. It kind of comes off easily, but not all over, and then it's super hard to get off. It sucked all of the life out of my lips. Like, it was Sahara dry when this thing dried. I had to put multiple layers because it was patchy. It's sticky. It's just awful. Like I said, I'm going to put this on and take it right back off. That's what it looks like. You can kind of see how it's patchy already. So it doesn't look too bad when it is on, but like I said, this was so miserable for me. These are going back. That's part of the reason why I wanted to film this right away, so that I could get this returned before the time goes up. Watch my February haul to find out more of the drama. Okay, that was painful. I had to really go in and really work at it. I was like right face to face with the mirror trying to get it out because it just left that ring, and that's what happened the last time I wore it. I have to say my lips hurt now, and also like I have this weird, like, I tried to, with my foundation powder, like trying to get it so it doesn't look like I have this foundation line. It looks really awful. Next is from Tattoo Junkie. This is lip paint in the shade Happy Hour. This is another one that is going away. It's all like they were clumped, all of the ones that are going away. This one is really sticky. I just didn't like the formula. The smell is kind of funky, and it pilled, which was another weird thing. Forgive my application, like it's a little hard to look in the monitor and paint within the lines. It's a lot easier when you're in front of a mirror. So that is what it looks like. All right, and this is what it looks like dried down. It is pretty, but like I said, I just had problems with it, and I'd rather pass it on because I have so many lipsticks to look at already. All right, next up is from Sueva Beauty. This is the shade Becharam, which I'm not quite sure what that is, but this is what it looks like swatched. It is really patchy. It worked more like a lip stain to me than really a lipstick, and it was hard to get coverage everywhere. Can you see where my foundation isn't anymore right over here? Funky line going on. That is what it looks like, and we'll let it dry down. All right, so this is what it looks dried down. It looks more even on camera, but I'm going to try to get close and see. Can you see how it's patchy and it's less colored? And you can see my lovely application job. Ignore that. But yeah, it wasn't great for me. That's what it looks like. So it is being passed on. Klee, this is a melting lip powder. I got this in a glossy box, and in theory it's really cool. So that's, the packaging squeaks like crazy. So that's what it looks like. If you can see in here, the powder does move around. So it is powder, but then it feels pretty liquidy when you put it on. This is an okay color. It's weird. It doesn't feel that great on. It feels more like a stain when I want something that has a little more oomph to it. I forgot to paint it on and I just got powder on my pants, which is great. As you can see, it's kind of patchy, and it's harder. You can kind of layer it, but it's a little weird. What can I say? And it's already dry. So okay, we are at Too Faced. This is a melted matte alec, and this is in the shade It's not. It's Breakup Make. So that is what it looks like. I will do a swatch because that's what I'm supposed to do. Not supposed to do, but what I have been doing. That is what it looks like, and we'll be back in a minute. All right, and that's what it looks like dried down. I do really like this formula. I do like the color. This is one that I definitely will be keeping in my collection. But as we get to another version of this, because it's a different formula, you're gonna hear why it makes me nervous. All right, next up is Colored Rain. This is the shade 24/7. I'm gonna swatch it first so that I actually remember to do so. So that's what it looks like. We'll talk again in just a minute. All right, and that's what it looks like dried down. Now I really do like this formula. This is a nice color. It's a little darker than I normally do. Anyway, I do like the formula. I would be interested. I don't know if they have some lighter colors that would look more for everyday, because they are a Black-owned company, so they do a lot of more pigmented, darker things, which is fantastic. But yeah, this isn't an everyday color for me, but I really do like this formula. I would recommend them and this lipstick. All right, next up is Urban Decay. This is their regular formula. This Comeback. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I have that shade somewhere. Anyway, let's try this on. So we'll show you what this looks like. I think this is a pretty good formula. I know a lot of people hated this formula. I do enjoy it. I have used up a small size of the metallic one completely. So this one I will keep, and I will be continuing to use. I think it's just okay. It's not fabulous. It's not terrible, but we'll look again at it when it's dried down. All right, and this is what it looks like. Next up is from Tarte. This is the shade Festival, which is no longer available, but this is they have two lip paint formulas, and I wanted to test out both of them. This is the one I have, and this one. This is their more liquidy version, and then there's our more moussey version. And that's what it looks like on swatch. I really do like this formula. I have several of the Tarte lip paints. The only thing that I don't like about them is they tend to leak out oil, and I have like just little pools at the bottom of my makeup because I store them in a plastic container like this, and I'll have little pools, and they'll get oil on other ones. It's not so much this one as the other one, which I had to clean up today, which actually I should clean up a little bit more, because I don't know why they do that, but if you can see how it's just shiny right in there, that gets everywhere. So I'm constantly fixing that. So that's the main difference. But I really do like this formula. All right, and this is what it looks like. Now, I won't probably buy any more of the Tarte just for the reasons that I talked about, but I do really enjoy this formula. So the next one is from Huda Beauty. This is the Demi Matte formula. This is the newer formula. It does not dry down fully. It does have kind of a glossy finish in the end, but it does have full coverage. It's kind of like a satin finish. So Huda is one of my favorite lipstick formulas. This one I don't like quite as much as the other, just the regular liquid matte lipstick. So I wouldn't buy any more of these, but I do enjoy this color. I'll let it sit for a little bit so you can see what it looks like after it dries a little. All right, so it's been 5 minutes, and I really wanted to give it time because it doesn't dry down, but this is what it will look like after 5 minutes. Melted Matte by Too Faced. This is in the shade Bend and Snap. We'll do a swatch first. It is a beautiful color. Really love it. Once again, please forgive my application. It's not quite as easy, and I don't have all the tools that I do when I'm doing my makeup in the first thing. So this is what it looks like. I will show it when it's dried down really fast. But the thing that I would say not to buy these, even though I love this formula, I love this color. This was not the original one that I had in my 30 and 30. I originally had Queen Bee, which was a really great neutral that I loved. But both Queen Bee and earlier Child Star turned so rancid that when I opened them and smelled them, they made me want to gag. And I actually, you'll see it in an Empties video coming up, my reaction to Queen Bee and how bad it was. It was awful. I don't know why it is such an awful scent, what happened to them. So I'm going to try to use this. I think this one, I haven't had them, like, I have older things in my collection that are not going rancid, but these definitely did. So Too Faced, I do not trust their liquid lipsticks whatsoever. We'll talk about some other ones at another day, but yeah, don't buy the Melted Matte unless it's the only lipstick you're going to use and you're going to just work through it really fast, because yeah, that's what happens. All right, and that is what it looks like. All right, next up is Burberry. This is the shade Dark Rosewood. I really love this formula. It's probably one of my favorites. We'll do a swatch first. That is what it looks like. It doesn't really dry down fully. All right, so that is Burberry Dark Rosewood. All right, and like I said, this one doesn't dry down, so it is not transfer proof, but that is what it looks like. To Fenty Beauty, this is uncuffed, and I do like to shake it a little bit because it is pretty watery, and I feel like it does separate a bit as we go. I'm going to swatch it, and this is what it looks like. It is a nice shade, and it does last very well. It is really hard to get on. Like I have a really hard time with the applicator, and just the way it's shaped. So, all right. So since this is such a watery formula, I find that it is a little harder to apply, but it does dry down fairly fast. So I will be back in just a minute to show you what it looks like dried down. All right, and that is what it looks like. Now, I don't know if I'd buy any more from this formula. She does have a couple that look really pretty right now, but it's not my favorite formula. I don't know if it really lives up to the hype. I know Samantha March was saying that she could eat nachos with it. It did not last that well for me. All right, next up is from Urban Decay. This is one of their metallic lipsticks. This is in the shade Trivial. I really like their metallic formula. I finished one already, and I really love this one as well. And it looks like I've used quite a bit of it. When I'm looking at the tube, there looks like places where it's see-through. So love this formula. All right, and that's what it looks like, and we'll be back in just a second to see how it dries down. All right, and that's what it looks like dried down. I did forget to swatch it, so we'll show a swatch really fast. That is what it looks like. Like I said, this is one of my favorite formulas. I wear this one quite a bit. I do like that this color is a pretty good one for everyday wear. Like, I would wear this to work quite regularly. Bare Minerals, this is the Gen Nude liquid lipstick in the shade Juju. This one, I really do like the formula. They smell so good. They smell kind of chocolatey, vanilla-y, and I really like, they feel good on your lips. They don't have as long of staying power as other ones, but it makes up for it in everything else. We'll show you what it looks like after it's dried a little bit. All right, and that is what it looks like dried down. It does, I mean, it's not transfer proof by any means, so do keep that in mind, but I do really love these lipsticks. Next up is from Huda Beauty. This might be my favorite lipstick formula of all of the ones that I have used. This is Muse, and it is a matte formula. This is what it looks like dried down, and I have so many of these in different colors. So that is what it looks like, and we'll see what it looks like dried down in just a minute. All right, and that is what it looks like dried down. Like I said, I really love this formula. I find it lasts really long. It is a little watery, but it is really easy to apply. It's not, I don't find it as difficult as the Fenty Kat Von D. This is in the shade Plath, which is the entire reason I bought this. This is not a color I normally would wear at all, because it's not me whatsoever. But Sylvia Plath is one of my favorite poets, so that is why I bought it, because it was named after her. So let's look at what it looks like. Juno, this is an okay formula. A lot of the colors don't work well with me, so like she has a lot of colors that I don't wear in my regular life. All right, application is horrible. I realize that. It's because I don't want to get it too far outside of the lines because it is a darker one. But that is what it looks like, and we'll see what it looks like when it dries down. And this is what it looks like when it is dried down. The next one is another absolute favorite of mine. I don't have more than just one in this formula, but I really love the shade and I love the formula. It is by Marc Jacobs. It is their Le Marc Liquid Lip Creme in Shush Blush. And it also does not really have a dry down. It's more like the Burberry in formula, but that's what it looks like. And we'll look at what it looks like in a couple minutes. All right, and as you can see, it looks pretty much the same as it did before. It is one of those ones that does not have a long-lasting finish to it. We're gonna start with Covergirl. This is the shade Ballerina. This is their Melting Pout Matte formula, and I really like the formula. I like how long it lasts. I really like the color, but it does have a really heavy chemically smell. Really, it's a gross scent, so I don't like that. That's why I haven't bought any more, even though I really do like them. It's just the scent is overpowering and just turns, I think it's a turn off. And that is what it looks like on, and I will be back in just a minute. All right, and that's what it looks like dried down. Oh, this is another of my favorite formulas, and I really love this color too. This is the Dose of Colors and the shade Lazy Daisy. It is a really nice nude, pinky mauvey nude, which is what I really gravitate towards in my everyday life. Now, the formula on this is amazing. These really have a competition going with the Huda. I might actually like this more than Huda when I'm really thinking about it, but I really do love these. And I'll show you what they look like dried down in a minute. All right, and that is what it looks like dried down. Like I said, I love this formula. I think it is great, and this is one of my favorite colors in the formula. It's from Tarte. This is the Tartiste Lip Paint. This is the Moussey formula. Look at that, it's so gorgeous. I love this formula so much. The thing I hate about it is that they get this oil leak. Like, if you can see, I don't know if you can see all the oil. I don't know where it comes from, but like just wiping that, do you see how much product came off? And that's all from the oil. I don't know why it does that. All of mine do, no matter how old or new they are. This is in the shade TBT. Now, this does have a slightly minty scent to it, which if you've watched for a while, you know that I do have an allergy to peppermint, but this doesn't seem to have caused any problems so far. I mean, it could in the future, of course, but I really do love this formula, and I'll show you what it looks like dried down. All right, and that's what it looks like dried down. I really do like this. I just hate that the packaging leaks, and you do have to keep like something underneath them, even if they're standing up, because you do get that oil no matter what. All right, moving on to my next one. This is Stila. This is the original liquid lipstick Stay All Day, and this is in the shade Patina. We'll give it a swatch. It is a beautiful color. I really do love this color, and I have it in the shimmer formula, which is one of my favorite liquid lipsticks. This is kind of like the Your Lips But Better type of color. It's fabulous. I'll show you what it looks like dried down in a minute. All right, and that is what it looks like dried down. Is Smashbox. This is their metallic formula. This is in this shade Vino Noir. This did come in a set from Sephora last year at the holiday. This is what it looks like. This is one that makes me really nervous to put on this way because I am really terrible at application and I need like lots of Q-tips and stuff. So I'm just gonna leave it like this. It looks terrible on application, I apologize. But it is such a darker color that I don't wanna get it too much outside. I will be right back with how it dries down. All right, and that is what it looks like dried down. Now, this formula I do like, it's just not the color. I did wear this in a video not too long ago and I got quite a few compliments, which was really nice, but I just don't feel comfortable in it. So I'm going to pass it along. I know some people, some friends who might really enjoy this color. So we'll see if one of them wants it instead. All right, so the next one is Hank and Henry in the shade Pedal Pusher. And this is just an okay formula. I don't think it's really the best. It lasts okay. It's not a standout, but it's not awful either. That is what it looks like swatched, and then we'll see what it looks like dried down in just a minute. All right, and that is what it looks like dried down. Next up is from Ofra. This is actually a limited edition shade. This is in the shade Ipsy VIP, or Ipsy Unzipped, sorry. This was from my Ipsy bag, but this was a better color than the other one that I had, so that is why I chose this one. I really do like this formula. It lasted super long, wore well, and was a good color as well. And that is what it looks like, and I'll show you what it looks like dried down in just a bit. All right, and that is what it looks like dried down. Like I said, I really do like this formula and this color. This is the first one I used, actually. This is from Half Caked. This is the shade Lover Boy. I got this as an add-on on Ipsy. All right, so that's what it looks like on. I did not like this formula. I'm going to pass it along. It has a slightly chemical scent to me, and it didn't last, like it just didn't wear well, and I didn't like the formula. So I'm going to see if anyone I know wants to try it out. So this one will be being passed along. All right, and that is that one dried down. Like I said, this is not my favorite formula. It feels really dry on my lips, more so than any of the other ones that I've used so far. This was a really difficult experiment. It was eye-opening. I made sure I tried different formulas. Were different price points in there. I am decluttering 8 lipsticks out of this, out of the 30, so I'm keeping 22. I am decluttering 8, and I will be continuing to do this. I think I might try, I know starting today, I'm starting a new 30 and 30 with lipsticks, but it can be any lip products, so I can mix and match them and stuff. So do note that that is coming. I might not do lip swatches on them because this took 2 days and my lips are absolutely racked and painful right now. So I think I will probably just do hand swatches for them because that will save me. They will see my lips. I hope you are all having a fantastic day. Let me know what you thought of these formulas. Are some of these your favorites? Are some of them ones that you don't like? Let me know down below, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.